Welcome back to another episode of Off the Beaten Track Canada. I'd love to say it's about another trip I'm going on. I'll do some exploits in the hills, fixing the flipping Jeep again. If you've got a Jeep, you know what I mean. I always seem to be fixing them. I've been hearing a noise, a grinding noise, only light for quite some time now. Found out what it is, and it's the Rzeppa joint. So when you lift the vehicle, your drive shaft should be fairly straight from the gearbox to the axle. So the drive shaft should be fairly straight, but when you lift the vehicle, you get more of a kilt on it, so the axle is now lower. And the Rzeppa joint essentially is at this end here, where the axle's spinning. It transfers it from horizontal drive to an angle drive, and the boots wear out. Unless you get one that's specifically made for vehicles that are lifted. Mine was a stock one, and it's gone. Certainly loose, and all the bearings inside. I think they must have been gone for some time because the grease sounds like it's gone. From the noise, there's a great grease stain on the top. I'll show you that here. I think my Rzeppa joint's gone. My buddy Curtis is on his way down. We're going to fix it. Take off the drive shaft. It's the front drive shaft. Take that off. And take off the Rzeppa joint. Put the new one on. We're doing a TerraFlex Rzeppa joint. I'll put a link in the description, so you know what it is we're fitting. Any tools I use, I'll also list them as well, and let's get it fixed. If it's something you need to do, it looks fairly simple. I've never done it. I've watched some videos. I'm making my own video now. This is only how I'm doing it. This is not a how-to video. Just to give you an insight, so when you take things off, you know what to expect. And you can probably see how bad mine's beaten up. I've seen some on the videos are not too bad. They just changed them in preparation from being bad. So, without further ado, let's get on it. Okay, so here is the Rzeppa joint. There's the front or the rear of the drive shaft, rear of the front drive shaft. And here should be a boot, and that's all corroded. You can hear the bearings loose. I think what I'm going to do is take this belly plate, the armour off. It's just 4 18mm bolts. If I take this plate off, I'll be able to get to this much easier rather than trying to lean around it. You can do it lean around, and I probably have to put an extension in from the front to the rear to get to these. But I think these are 8mm bolts, so I need to get them off. I've jacked up the front and chopped the vehicle just so I can rotate the drive shaft easily to get to all the bolts easier. If you like playing in mud, chances are you're going to find quite a few rocks and stones and dry crud and mud. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, there's the Rzeppa joint. This is the bit I'm replacing. This will stay on. We'll take these bolts out. I'm going to start from the front of the drive shaft, take that off the axle first, which means I can spin this freer and get to this easier. I'll take them off, and this should all come off as one unit. I'm going to use a bungee up front though. No noises. You can see this is all crudded up, can't you? This boot is definitely gone. So if I had a little power tool, that would be perfect for this.
Yeah, like a little 3/8 drive.
Yeah, them right angled, Milwaukee. I hear a trip to the shop going on. Somebody watching this might think this is speeded up. Keep tapping my pinky on the exhaust. Who needs new Milwaukee tools? Me!
So if you turn that to the one hole, yeah.
The one on each side?
Yep, there is.
I think there's 3 of them. There we go. Just a gentle nudge down them holes. Is that for it's like a pry hole, is it?
It's more of a drain hole.
The drain hole, okay. So that's now free. So I can now remove this now from the front, slide it out. The drive shaft's not very heavy, is it?
No. It gets a bit heavier as you get it out.
I suppose you can punch it in. Wow. The boot is disintegrated, look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a bunch of dirt in there, I can see it.
Right, so we need to get this off, don't we?
Yeah.
So this, was it a dust cap? Dirt cap?
Dirt cap.
Well, this cap here holds up, it's supposed to hold the grease in and covers the bearings inside, so that's just a cover we need to tap off. It's sacrificial right now because the whole thing's going in the garbage. There we go. That worked out better. There's not much grease left in there. Where's the
Just these guys right here.
I can't even see where I'm supposed to be grabbing it.
Yeah. Yep, right there. So take, where's that small punch? Take this little guy. Pretty much right there. You start just on the corner a little bit. There you go.
Should I grab them now, should you?
There it went.
This is just like a boot returning clip.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so there's a snap ring inside here holding the Rzeppa joint to the axle, wrong, holding the Rzeppa joint to the drive shaft. We need some clips to remove that. Save it because we use that one on the next one, aren't we?
No, don't reuse. Never reuse.
I'm joking.
You got geese in your Jeep, Anthony.
Oh, I've had all sorts of noises. Maybe could that work? Tap that off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to come off here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to clean this up now with some degreaser, some brake clean, give it a good clean around here, ready to receive the new one. Now, is this going to destroy any kind of grease I put in there now then?
No, because it'll evaporate.
Okay. Okay, does this need cleaning?
Up at the very top, no. Because that boot will literally ride. That boot should be
Like
riding right there.
Okay. Ready for inspection, sir. Right, Curtis, could you please explain what comes with this kit?
Well, it's like a flange reinforcement, whole new Rzeppa, the top boot, back boot, all new bolts, snap ring, and you get this cute little ring that goes around your boot.
Explain why this is different then to the last one.
So on those, you can see a bit of a difference on this one. It's a flat shoulder, so there's not a whole bunch of room for the articulation in the drive shaft. Whereas in this one, this cups, and they've ballooned it out so that you get way more articulation
And the
out of the boot.
Set it already in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. So now we need to pack the Rzeppa with grease using the palm method. It says on these 2 green stickers, use all the grease. Now we'll get as much grease in there as we can. Whatever's left we'll put in the cap, so when we put the cap on it will just help set. So on the Rzeppa we're going to pack it out. You see the bearings, so you may not be able to see the bearings inside. We're inevitably going to get some grease down the bolt holes. We need to, once it's all packed to grease, we're going to clean off this area, clean out the bolt holes, and clean off this area here as well. So we only want the grease down in the bearings. You'll notice a tapered side
Shoulder.
and a step shoulder here. The shoulder will be where the cap goes on, and the flange or tapered side will be for this side. So we need to pre-position the bolts into, what's this bit called?
Top outer flange.
Sure. Because there's this lip here, you can't do it when it's fitted. It needs to be loose. We're going to pre-fit all these, ready for when the Rzeppa's greased. We'll just have to drop straight in all as I want to. Okay, so we're going to set that aside until it's ready. Now there's a fun bit.
You'll actually see where it starts coming out on the other side. Goes in clean, comes out dirty.
So that's the holes cleaned out. We just need to pretty much just give another once over on the rest of it. Alright, clean?
Just about, yep. Just a few areas because there's little seals on each of those little cups.
Yeah.
So you just got to make sure that all the little sealing areas are clean. That sounds like she bottomed. Just clean the snap ring valley out.
Just so we can see. You don't have to do this, it's just so we can see it's seated correctly when we do it. Sounded like she dropped in.
That's why they call them a snap ring. I just like to grab the ends and give them a bit of a squeeze.
So we'll just inspect all around now, just make sure that's seated home all the way around.
Oh, never.
We're going to carefully place that on the end now. Now this doesn't have to be crazy tight on here because as you fasten up the bolts it's going to pull it on anyway. It just needs to be in place for when we fasten and set it in place.
Okay, now I'm going to hold it here.
Smaller punch.
Bend it first off this.
Cut a bit more off.
If you got side cutters, you can, yeah.
Now there is a tool for this. But I find you don't need it. So what's left now is to fit the drive shaft back to the vehicle using the tool that was supplied to us and using some supply block blue Loctite. We're going to re-Loctite the bolts that came off. So now we're going to go refit the drive shaft. We've kind of put it in place. Line up these bolts and then fasten them in. We're doing them by hand for now until we know they're all seated. Then we can put some mechanical effort into it. Because of the flange, you have to do these a little bit at a time. So each one probably 1/4 inch, if that, and move on to the next one. We take over. As soon as I get them where I know that they're not going to just fall out on me. So we're finished. We've replaced the Rzeppa joint on the drive shaft. Thanks Curtis for coming over and giving me a hand to fit it, and all done. Took a couple of hours because we were just being a bit more thorough than we probably could have been. If you're in a rush you can easily do it within that time, probably an hour job. It wasn't a terribly difficult fix, but it definitely needed it. As you can see on the pictures, the boot had gone and I didn't know what I was looking for at first until a colleague up my mind showed me, and it was shot. Here's what it looks like now, all in and replaced. It's looking good and hopefully lasts me for a few years now. If you liked it, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. Look out for the new content. I'm going out camping hopefully lots this season. Next thing on the Jeep, I'm going to do some just some maintenance and some go over it. We'll do the oils, lubes, do an oil change, do the diffs, a few things to change. Until next time, see you there.